Good afternoon, boys and girls. How are you today? I'm sure glad you could join me. It's a beautiful day out today, so what do you think we're going to start with? Moving! Yes, I have a fun game that I'm going to teach you. It's called Mousetrap. So this game requires a jump rope and preferably 2 people to turn the rope. But if you don't have 2 people to turn the rope, you could tie one end to a chair or something like this, and then have one person turn the rope. And then one of you is going to be the mouse. Now, do you all know how to jump rope? Well, if you don't, no problem, because for this game you don't really need to know how to jump rope. You need to know how to scamper like a mouse. So for this game, the rope turner turns the rope one way. When it gets to the bottom, they go back the other way. Big arcs and not too fast, okay? And your job as the mouse is to quick run through without getting tangled up in the rope. Okay, so let's give it a try. Oh, that one I had to jump a little bit. Okay, so then I would be the rope turner, and then the person who's holding the rope gets to run through. But let's try it one more time, just so you can kind of get the idea. Time it just right. Mason wants to play. Whoops, we got tangled. There, we did it. More time. Yay! So that's how you play Mousetrap, boys and girls. All right, here's one thing though. What if it's not a very nice day and you can't be outside, or maybe you don't have enough people to turn the rope? There's another way you can play this game inside with a blanket just tucked under your couch cushions. So come on in and I'll show you how we're going to try it inside. Yes, so in this case, boys and girls, you can see I have a blanket that's tucked into the sofa cushions, and all you need is one person to lift it up and bring it down. Now in this case, you probably won't be able to run through. How are you going to have to scamper? Right, you're gonna have to get down low and probably crawl on your knees and scamper really low. I'm gonna see if we can get the star of the show to make it under. Come here, Mace. We'll see. Do mice like cheese? Yes, they do, and so does Mason. Come here, Mace, come get it. Okay, no, sit. Leave it. Mason, look, leave it. Ready? Right here, come get it. Okay. Okay, Mace, right here. Yay! See how he went under the cushions? All right, sit down. Sit. Leave it. Leave it. All right. Okay. Okay. Yay! Oh no, he got trapped. Good boy. You want to try one more time? Sit down. Leave it. Ready, Mason? Okay. Go get it. Go get the cheese. It's over there. And of course, you're gonna scamper, 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 scamper really fast to try to get under there before you get trapped under the blanket into the mousetrap. Good boy, Mace. I think that's enough for you. All right, come on into the kitchen where I have a story for you. Check out this book, boys and girls. This used to be one of my children's favorite books when they were about your age. It's been well read and well used. You can tell by the spine of the book, it's kind of all torn up. Inside we had to do some taping, but I think you will like this book. It's called A Mouse in the House by Henrietta. A real life game of hide and seek. What do we see here? Cat and a mouse. It says invitation to a birthday party. Today is a birthday. Today is a treat. Some friends are invited to play and to eat. The house is all ready, balloons at the door, but no one has seen me down here on the floor. I wasn't invited, but I'll be a guest at this birthday party along with the rest. On each page, in each room, I'll be doing my worst. Can you find me hiding? Will Cat find me first? There are lots of nice things that may look like a mouse, but there's only one me, a real mouse, in this house. Garden room first, where I nibble my way through presents well hidden for this special day. So preschoolers, your job is to find the real mouse. There's lots of things that might look like a mouse. Have you spotted that real mouse yet? I think I see him. Did you see him right here in the flower pot? There he is. Great job if you spotted him. Kitchen shelves next. There is coffee and tea and cheese left uncovered, just waiting for me. Oh, this one's a little tricky. Look all around, use your eyes. Remember, we're looking for the real mouse. Do you see him? There he is. He's kind of hiding right in the middle there. Awesome job. Kitten-shaped cookies ready to bake. A taste of the icing. Now I'll try the cake. This page I think is a little easier, boys and girls. Maybe not quite as hard to find the mouse on this page. Do you see him yet? Whoa, I think I saw him. Go back. There he is, hiding in between the cake, eating some yummy yums. Gifts in the hallway, coats in a heap. I can hide safely while Cat is asleep. Do you see him yet? Right there between the black boots. Just his little head and his little paw peeking out. There he is. Good job. The party is swinging, the candles are blown, while I have had a fabulous feast of my own. Oh, look at all that good stuff. That looks like a party I'd want to go to. How about you? Except, do you think you would want a mouse in your house eating all your birthday food? Do you see him, boys and girls? Right there. Right there. And check this little activity. You could make a mouse mask. That'd be a fun birthday activity, or just an activity for any day. Now to the playroom to play with the toys. But where are the girls? And where are the boys? I love these fun mice, but I don't see the real mouse in there, do you? Oh, there he is. Kind of in the wrapping paper with the airplane. Great job. No one is watching, so I'll just explore. Oh dear, Teddy's stuffing is spilled on the floor. Just the tail and the back foot this time. Coming out from behind the teddy. Do you think he tore that teddy up? That is something mice would like to do, that's for sure. They would build a nest with all that nice fluffy stuff. There's a boat in the bathroom that I'd like to sail, but now I'm all wet from my nose to my tail. Oh, that's not the mouse, is it? No. Ooh, look who's up here, boys and girls. Do you see the cat in the mirror? He's looking for that mouse. Wonder if the mouse will get out. Oh, there he is. Nighttime is coming. I'll soon go upstairs, but first wait for Teddy to have his repairs. Look at all that fun stuff in the sewing room. Lots of fun things you could use to make a craft. Gives us some inspiration, doesn't it? Do you see that mouse yet? He's a hard one to find. Right there, just his nose hiding behind the little sewing project. On to the attic. The best is for last. No one comes up. I can hide in the past. This one's kind of tricky, boys and girls. Do you see it, boys and girls? It's a hard one. I think he's right here. He's kind of underneath that little box of blocks. Just his little nose peeking out. Hard to find him in all the antiques. Next morning, I'm busy collecting the rest of the party's leftovers to furnish my nest. I've explored every room to find every scrap. And now that I'm finished, I'll stop for a nap. I see paws at the door. The cat seeks a mouse. I may have to move on. Is there room in your house? Do you see him in the nest? I bet you found him right there. Isn't that a great book, boys and girls? I love this book. All right, I have a fun little activity that you can try at home. And it's a mouse making activity. It's gonna look something like this. So you will need some construction paper. Now I have some brown and I kind of have some gray because mice are different colors, but if you don't have brown or gray, you could make a pink mouse or a yellow mouse or a blue mouse, doesn't really matter. And you're gonna need to fold your paper in half the long way. And then you can have your mom or your dad or your nanny kind of draw almost like a heart shape along the fold, except for you're not going to go in all the way like a heart. It's just going to kind of go up and over. So the back side of the mouse is just kind of goes straight down. And you can see over here I made some little teardrops. Those will be the ears. And you can cut a tail, or if you have yarn at home, you could use yarn for a tail. Or look what I found in my garage, this twine, which is really kind of fun because it's kind of boingy and I like that for a tail. So we're gonna use that today. I'm gonna cut a little piece. And since this is kind of tough, I'm gonna just tie a little knot in it at the end because we're gonna probably staple this. So what you'll do then after your adult traces your shapes is you can cut out a mouse. Now you can make one, but in this case we would have 3 mice, kind of like a family of mice. So you're gonna hold the fold, put your scissors right on the line, take your time, open and shut, follow the line, turn your paper, And there you go. There's a mouse shape. And then there would be 2 more on this one, but you could just do 1. You could make a whole family if you wanted. Now, this mouse needs an ear, so I'm gonna cut out the ear that I have right in the corner here. Now, it's still folded, so when I cut, I'll actually have 2 ears, which is fine because if I make more mice, then I only have to cut once for 2 mice. See, now when I take it apart, I have 2 ears. Maybe you want 2 ears on 1 mouse, or you can just do 1. It's up to you. Now, do you have a glue stick at home? I have this glue pen. And so, first of all, I'm going to take my tail and I'm going to take the knotted end and stick it in there. And then I'm going to take my stapler and then just at the very end, kind of lock that knot in place so when I pull on it, that little tail doesn't come out. Isn't that cute? For a tail. And then the rest, I'm just going to kind of stick some glue in there and glue it down. Just like that. Now, if you did a piece of yarn, you could glue your yarn in there and then glue the rest of it shut. Or if you wanted, you could even glue the mouth shut first and then punch a little hole in the back. And then this one is just tied on. So there's lots of different ways you can get that tail on your mouse, okay? Then my mouse needs an ear. So I'm going to put one of the ears on him, wherever you think that belongs, like that. It's already looking mouse-ish. If you wanted, you could use a little pink, cut out a little pink circle for a nose, or some tissue paper, or if you have a little pom-pom at home, you could do that. In my case, I'm just going to use a marker. It's easy, it's fast, it's simple. So I'm going to draw a little nose right at the point. And then you could make some whiskers coming back, just some lines. If you want to kind of decorate his ear a little bit, you can do that. All right. What else does he need? He needs an eye, doesn't he? Let's draw an eye. There you go. So there's your mouse. Pretty simple, good cutting practice. A little fun activity. Now, guess what the fun part is? When your mouse is dry and all secured, you can play your own little game at home of There's a Mouse in the House. And you can go hide your mouse somewhere and see maybe if your brother or sister or your mom and dad can find where he is. Now here's the thing, I wouldn't just say he's somewhere in the house. I would maybe pick a room in the house, like say I hid the mouse in the kitchen. And then you can kind of lead your brothers and sisters on a game of hot and cold and see if they can find the mouse in the house. It's a great way to practice using your visual spatial concepts of up, down, over, under, behind, in front, right? It's under the pillow, on top of the books, in between the shelf, all right? Inside the cup. So you can practice all of those fun concepts. He's not quite dry, he needs a little more time. So give him a little time to dry and then you can play with him. So I hope you guys have fun with that. It was great seeing you today. I hope you're all doing well. Take care and I'll see you next week. Bye.